Hi Eric, hi Freakout, hi Felix, hi Rostia. How's everyone doing? Happy Monday. Today was a holiday here in Canada and probably the US too. Labor Day long weekend. No more white, only black morning summer. The funeral of nice weather is on the way. Oh, you're in Prague. Always wanted to visit. Heard it's lovely. Hi Simon. Hi Ian. Hi Bill. Hi Stephanie. How's everyone doing today? I did some work. I went for a run. I answered some emails. Trying to plan for some events for TIFF that are coming up, which is exciting. Hi Weston. Hi Edward. I might stream on Twitch a little bit tonight, not too much. I'm in this era where I'm trying to be really structured and organized with my schedule and really plan shit out, you know? No more crazy nights streaming and stuff like that. More reasonable. More streaming on YouTube, more podcast episodes. I've been sitting on my first episode for a while now. I just need to post it and be done with it. And then the ball will be rolling, right? So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm a one-woman show here. Film, edit, upload, do everything myself. So it just takes time, right? Love that for you, Freak Out. I haven't drank in a while. I feel the last time I drank was probably August 9th. I had 2 glasses of wine maybe 2 weeks ago. But other than that, I haven't really been drinking much. So I'm taking it pretty chill. I think I'm just trying to reset my health parameters and make sure I'm all organized, and then maybe I'll have a little celebratory bubbly or something. I don't know, but I just don't feel like drinking at the moment. I'm not vibing with drinking at the moment. What's the tea? What's the gossip? What's everyone been up to lately? Tell me. I'm just doing preservation styles today. A simple clean girl makeup, and then a slick back. I have some kind of rash that goes here on my face, and it gets all prickly and itchy whenever I use makeup, but whatever. It's just been bugging me lately, you know? Hello to my fans from Malaysia. How are you? I hope you're doing fabulous. I guess it's probably already Tuesday in Malaysia. It's 6 a.m. there or something. 7 a.m. Love that for you, Steven. What made you quit drinking and smoking? And how do you feel after having quit it for decades? Hi, Antonio. How's it going? It's a funny question, Wally. I feel everyone has different perceptions of themselves than what you might see. Comparison is the thief of joy, and just because you might think that I have certain privileges or have people that desire to be like me or be with me, it's not always the case. And I struggle like everyone else with rejection, self-esteem issues, and feeling not worth enough, you know? Sometimes we second guess ourselves. And even just last night, I was up late thinking, why haven't I found a boyfriend in the past 2 years? What's wrong with me? And then I have to remind myself, the reason why is because you have higher standards now. And you need someone who checks more boxes because you've realized at this point in your life what didn't work. And you're not going to go back and retread old water. You're onto new horizons. And that growth mindset requires patience and reminding yourself that that is why you're not retreading those toxic patterns in your life, you know? Sometimes you can feel periods of loneliness and doubt when it comes to, you know, change. You're gonna have, you know, a non-linear path to change. So you might feel different ways throughout that. And I just try to sit with that, you know? It's what it is. I don't know why the music stopped. I'm just gonna check on that 1 sec. With the music, we're good, we're good. What foundation and concealer are you wearing? Help a pale girl out, please. Sure. I do really like this combo that I have. Obviously, it's all about how you prep your skin as well. So you want like a good moisturizer lineup. I love Kiehl's Gentle Cleansing face wash and their moisturizer. I think that's like a fabulous base for me. I just feel like their products work really well with my skin type, which is leaning more towards dry and sensitive. And then for foundation, lately I've been using the Bare Minerals Bare Pro, and this is in the shade Shell 7.5. And then I've been using the NYX Bare With Me Concealer Serum. It's very hydrating and dewy, and I just like it. I don't know. It works for me. Thank you. It is kind of like paper clips. It's from Ana Luisa, New York. Now, the reason why my blush always looks a little bit more red when it's first done is because blush fades. So I put it on a little bit stronger at the start, and then it will start to fade a little bit as time goes on. So that's why I do it a little bit stronger for that sun-kissed glow. I'm currently drinking a protein smoothie. I'm back on my, like, I want to be eating healthier, doing healthier choices, just to feel better overall. If you're going through a mental health struggle, one of the best things you can do for yourself is take care of your physical health, because that'll lay the foundation for you to make the right choices mentally as well. And this is a protein smoothie with banana. There is some orange juice in it. We've got a chocolate protein powder that is unsweetened. I put a date in this. I put a little bit of creamer in this just for that, like, you know, more full-bodied flavor, and some frozen berries. Yeah, that's Elio. This is my son, my baby. Isn't he so cute? Obsessed. He's 4 years old. Right? He's so cute. He's my ride or die. My little snuggle buddy. I'm gonna take him outside after this. I'm just gonna finish my face and we'll be good to go. Okay, I'm gonna go with a little bit of setting powder just to brighten certain areas of my face. I have a British vibe. It's funny. I'm not British, but I feel you. I do have some Irish in me, like a quarter Irish. But I am mostly Swedish, born and raised in Canada. So, no culture, just poutine, beavers, and moose. Nice. I've always wanted to go to Ireland and Scotland. They look beautiful. Stomp the ground that my ancestors walked on, I would say. Thank you, Frank. Okay. I feel such chill vibes right now. I'm always on like a bit of a come down after a run because I'm restoring energy, I guess you would say. I recorded it on my watch today too, which is kind of fun. good vibe day. Hope you are too, Dory. Time to get your insulin out, West Ben. I'm just kidding. It's funny, I just like matched with someone on like a dating app, and I saw in one of their photos that they were stirring a cocktail with like a medieval sword, and I was like, that's my type, you know, like mega nerd, medieval. And I looked closer and I'm like, that sword looks familiar. Is that Isildur's sword from Lord of the Rings? I'm like, that's so beyond nerdy that I would recognize the type of sword that this guy is using to stir his cocktail. And I'm like, I'm gonna shoot my shot and I'm gonna ask him, is that Isildur's sword? Which later goes on to be, like the fragments are restored and it goes on to be Aragorn's sword. Aragon. Yeah, Aragon. I'm like, is it Aragon or Aragorn? But anyways, it goes on to be his sword. And I recognize that, and I'm like, is that embarrassing that I asked that? Because like, what if he's like, that's my roommate's sword, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. But he looks kind of nerdy. I'm never gonna post a photo with such like an iconic memorabilia and not know the story. That's on you, bitch. I'm not embarrassed. I don't care. I'm a nerd. I am a nerd. Now there's oh, Aragorn. Okay, so it is Aragorn. See, I knew. I was like trying to correct myself. Thank you, John. But yeah, I really am a mega nerd, and I've realized that, and I've kind of leaned into that over the past couple of years. It's just like part of who I am, you know? I love high fantasy, I love sci-fi, and I love video games and stuff, so I've kind of been leaning into that a little bit, maybe a little bit too heavily. I need to like balance it out a bit, but it's what it is. I feel like I'm a nerd in disguise. Like, you look at me, you don't expect me to have deep knowledge of Middle Earth, and then I start talking and people think I'm crazy. But it is what it is. Like, if you catch me at a house party, RIP to your eardrums, because I might go on a tangent and just start yapping your ear off about something. I'm also I can be Xena Warrior Princess Next Generation, yeah. You mean like a reboot? The only thing is I can't do the Xena scream. I have a smoker's scream, it doesn't work. I could just do like a dub though. Get someone else to do it. That's like the one thing I can't do. I would rock Xena. Phew. Practice my vocal range just to do the war cry. How do I manage stress and anxiety? That's a good question. I feel like we have two ways of managing stress and anxiety in life. One is the easy route and the negative route most of the time. And then the other is the positive and affirming route, where you can like change your patterns and seek positive therapy in a sense. And lately and typically I sway towards what's easy, so distracting myself by like playing video games or isolating myself or not getting out of bed, you know, like doing those types of things and removing yourself from life completely, and then feeling like shit in the long run because you're like, wow, I wish I did more, you know, with my life in the past while. And then the positive ways you can deal with stress and anxiety is asking for help, going to your doctor, going to a therapist, finding positive strategies to cope with the stuff that you're going through. And it could be outlets that are positive for you in the long run. Like, for instance, one of my positive outlets is going for runs and exercising. While I'm exercising, I release dopamine. I'm outside running. The weather's nice. I'm getting serotonin. I'm seeing other human beings. I'm getting micro-social interactions. And I'm doing something good for my body in the long run, you know? Listening to my favorite music, too. And that really helps snap me out of a funk. Like, running has been such a positive experience for me, so that really helps. And then I know if I'm feeling shit about other things in my life, at least I know I'm in shape, striving towards a long-term goal, like running farther distances, faster times, and that's something that just inspires me, you know? And it's kind of like meditation. It's a very like psychosomatic experience for me. Other things you can do to manage stress and anxiety: clean your room. Do tasks that are mind-numbing, that allow you to separate your physical existence from your spiritual and your mental existence. Repetitive tasks. That's why playing video games, reading books, and watching movies are so popular among people who have stress and anxiety, because it forces you to separate yourself from your own experience on Earth. You can put a pause on anything you're going through. But rather than focusing on stuff that has no long-term value to you as a person and won't resolve any of your issues, I would say focus on tasks that can provide long-term satisfaction and happiness towards yourself. Like routines, like exercise, like cleaning, like, you know, things like that can provide long-term value, in my opinion. Thank you so much, Westbound. You're so sweet. I don't have anything on the horizon for acting. I've kind of just like given up on it. I don't know. I feel like it hasn't been for me lately. I think part of the issue is like lack of self-confidence and not really liking how I look or sound on screen. And I feel like that has caused me to be a bit more hermited lately. Being real though. Thank you, Easy. I'd make a great psychologist. That's so funny. Well, I don't want to be a psychologist. I can only speak from my own experiences. I do not, and you know, it's easier said than done. Like, I preach this, but do I practice it? Not all the time. I have my vices. But all we can do is just take things one day at a time. I feel like anyone who's been through shit in life and has come out the other side has lessons to teach, stories to tell. And that's pretty much all I can do, is just give you words of wisdom from my life experience and the shit that I've been through. Because I just don't want to deal with my hair. So I'm gonna comb it all back. I always feel a little bit vulnerable with a slick back because you really serve face. Like, you don't have hair to hide anything. So it's like, you gotta just fucking go for it, you know? This was a hairstyle that I was so petrified to do when it first became popular again. I just feel like it was very clocky for me and not cute. But I just stopped giving a fuck about any of that shit. I'm doing it anyways. Can't just like live our lives in fear of what other people think, you know? I honestly feel like I look like, I don't know, I have like a huge forehead when I do a slick back and like a very square forehead, but no one has ever said anything to me in person. So I kind of feel like it's all in my head. And even if I do slightly, it's like we're all human beings, we all have flaws, like who cares? If you're worried about the shape of my forehead, you do not have enough going on in your life, you know? That's how I feel about it. I got this perfect brush for slicking back hair. It's like this thin boar brush. I'm just using that to kind of secure it. Have a nice day, Steven. You're a good actress, so she'd be offered roles that are not related to your life, experience, and transition you've done that I assume you want to play something different. Yeah, that's the other issue. It's like, whenever I get like a casting message, it's always the like, most boring, mundane role that's like a transgender person, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, I'd rather shoot myself in the head. Like, I'm just bored of that, you know? And it's some like minor role or something in like a Hallmark movie, or like just some like stereotypical experience, and I'm like, I just feel like I'm not really adding anything valuable to the discussion by playing those types of roles. I feel like that looks good enough. I'm gonna do one last little. Okay. So random, but was grade 10 as bad as most people say? Tomorrow is my first day. Oh, no, I actually loved grade 10. I feel like grade 10 is like the grade 9 do-over, but now you like know what you're doing. High school is just like under your belt and you can make anything you want of it. You also have enough time to like really decide what you want to do during high school because you have 2 more years after that at least. So I think it's an amazing year. When I look back at my grade 10 year, it's probably one of my favorites. It's just like so carefree. You're still so young. And you're like, I think that's the year that you turn, is that the year you turn 16? Or is that next year? Because like turning 16 is like an iconic moment in your life, you know? You are in your own movie. We're all the main characters of our own lives, and yours is just starting. So I hope you have an amazing year. Make new friends, have new memories, and don't be afraid to be a little bit more social. You obviously want to do good in school, but I think when I look back, I don't care about my grades as much as I care about the memories that I made with people, because that's what life's all about, you know? So if you have opportunity to like be social, hang out with friends, and make memories that will last a lifetime, do that, you know? Grade 10 was also the year that I realized I was trans. So it's a year of realizing things, realizations. Like I always knew that I was like born the wrong gender or whatever, or like forced into it by society. But that was the year I was like, wow, there's something I can actually do about it, motherfuckers. So, y'all know how it is. Just brushing out my ponytail. really like this look. Is she cute? Now here's my number one trick. If you don't like your hairline, I'll show you. I honestly haven't cared as much lately, so I haven't been doing it, but if you're someone who cares and you're like, I don't like my hairline, because like, see how I have kind of like, you know, a patch here that's like a little weird, and then like, just like, I have like hair here, but it's like blonde, if you can see it. And it's like, what? We call it like Swedish baby hairs or something, but I get blonde hairs all here. So this is what I do. Take your eyeshadow palette and just powder a little bit onto your roots here. And this will just create a faux shadow that like subtly evens out your hairline. And that's what I do. Super easy, super cute. And then anyone can rock the slick back look. And I just kind of buff that in a bit. You can mix in a little bit of an ashy brown tone to even out with your natural hair color. I just go straight in with black because I'm fucking lazy and I can't be arsed to like, you know, wait around to slowly fade it in. I just kind of like buff that in. I'm gonna do a little bit here. Adding in some brown now just to like even it out a bit. See, it totally works. And if you just want to like do a little bit of bronzer, you can like even it out with like a bigger brush. This will just like blend it all together a little bit more. I was just thinking like something looks different about my makeup today, and I realized I never did my lips. I'm not going out for dinner. I went out yesterday though for a little pre-dinner patio with Emma, my sister, and that was so nice. We went in Yorkville, which is like a nice neighborhood in Toronto. We just had a cute little patio moment with Elio. Loved it. Okay, I'm gonna grab a little hair mask, I think. If I have, I think I have one in here that I might as well just use. Where is it? Here it is. I've got so many random hair products. Okay, hair mask and scalp detox. Hopefully it's like white. Yeah, it's really old though, so I'm just gonna take this. Hopefully it doesn't have too much of a cast on it. It looks pretty pale though. You just kind of comb it into your hair a little. Get those baby hairs, really snatch everything. Out, but maybe I'll put it in a braid. You guys know I love a good braid, but I also like leaving it out, so I don't know. And we'll just twist it a little and then it will dry a little bit curly. Okay, I'm just gonna grab my lip products that I love to use. Like anything. Rhythm of the Rain by Vor, whatever that brand is. got a Rimmel lip liner, which I love. It's like a nice, warm 90s nude. That's what it's called. Can't really see what I'm doing, so gotta get my little mirror out. I definitely lean slightly towards warmer pigments on my face. I think my skin type is like a warm autumn. I'm going in with a YSL lip gloss. Well, it's like a lipstick lip gloss. It's one of my faves. It's like YSL Love Shine Rouge à Lèvres. And the shade, I don't know. But I love it. Super glossy. US man. How did I learn makeup? Just like the internet. You just watch enough people. If you admire their makeup and how they look, just copy them. The internet is like so good for anything these days. You really don't need to like get a degree to be good at something like makeup, you know? You can just vibe out. And I wouldn't even say I'm not good at makeup. Now, some people were telling me that they love the portion of my live streams where I just like sit down and chat with you guys. We don't have a lot of natural light anymore, but I'll just sit with you for a minute at the end of this stream and we can vibe in this purple light. Okay, Google, turn on my living room lights.
Sure, turning 2 lights on.
That's probably a little bit better. Elio's here with me. So what are you guys up to this week? Any exciting plans? Thank you, Frank. I've got a few little TIFF events that I'll be posting about on Instagram, so I'm excited for that. But other than that, I don't have a ton of like actual crazy things going on, so I'll just be making content with you guys. I'm jealous. I wish I was in California right now. I've only been to California one time, and it was when I was 15. That's awesome, West Bend. Sounds like it's for a mansion. I'd say one of my biggest goals this week is like waking up earlier and just changing my sleep schedule because I haven't been so good with that. He is. Like, I just admire him all day. I feel so lucky that I have him in my life. Anyways, you guys, I think I'm gonna head out now. I got some work to do. I'm gonna take Elio out for a walk and stuff and just, you know, get some stuff done. But I hope you guys have a fabulous evening. I'll see you for the next stream. I will be streaming throughout this week. I'm gonna be posting the podcast episode tonight, so stay tuned. Have a good night, guys.